Hello and welcome. I didn't get to record my last stream, so I just want to do a really quick overview here. This is just going to be a small stream here right now. Let's see here, so this is Goose Bay. So let's take a look at the map that we got here. So just as a general overview, I started here with this island in this river that comes down that empties into the bay. There's this other river comes down. There's a train line that comes from this area and stops right here. We're going to bring that in soon. And then we got these mountains over here. This highway comes in from over here. This one comes here and goes off of the map that way. It's coming back here. Let's take a look. So we started off on this island here. I originally had this, which I got rid of, and I changed it into a partial clover leaf, like I explained. It didn't get recorded. In the last stream, we also added this other interchange here. So this interchange is going to service some industrial uses. So this here, this outline is our farming area, and then down this is going to be our forestry. So we want farming and forestry together. We have this main avenue that comes down that's going to service the freight traffic coming from here. So that should be fun. I also started making little connections with bridges off of the island, because we don't want everybody to rely on this single point here, because that'll just create a lot of traffic issues. Another thing I did, so we have this, this is going to be our main collector going through the island. It's also going to come out, we got oil and ore resources over here. We're probably going to have another interchange probably about here that's going to come up and link up with these two to deal with freight traffic from that. The only freight traffic that we want coming through here are going to be trucks going to businesses that are here. So we have our commercial areas set up along the main drag here. We also have some along the edge here. And I also plan to put some more down along the edge here as the city grows. Right now this is all low density residential, low density commercial, but as time goes on and we spread out over here, I plan to make this a high-rise island here. So eventually we're going to basically kick these people out, tear their houses down, and put in some new houses. Let's see, what else we got going on here. We also did this park over here. This was done before the last episode, so that definitely didn't get recorded at all. Right now it's called Garnet Garden, but that's going to need a better name, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. Right now it's pretty basic. We got this chessboard, park, and then what I like to call the little park services, like the cafe, the restrooms, and the info booth. Those might be good for this here. We probably want to spread some more gazebos out. I have a child's climbing frame here that actually looks like we got some trees clipping through, so maybe I can take care of that. There we go. So this is the forest brush revisited. This is from the workshop. This is pretty handy. You can create your own different themes and include different trees, the spawn rate that those trees will come. So in these city trees, I like to include some nice little colorful trees like this blue veranda, some fruit trees here, just to kind of give it a good, nice mix in the city. That's in contrast to my dense forest brush here, which is all just green trees, lots of pines, oaks, that sort of thing. But I like to use the city trees in the city areas to kind of make it look a little more lively, a little more color. So that's what we've got going on there. So another thing that we did in this last episode was I originally had this road coming out. This was a lot lower, probably more about the height of this compared to this up here. So what happened was there was a spiral that came around and kind of looped around so that it wasn't just a steep drop, because if we take a look, you see that's a pretty high bridge right there. So it can't just go to ground immediately unless we built the terrain up, which is what I did. So if we take a look here at our terrain, it's a little slow right now. I'm actually not on my computer at home. I'm away. So I'm looking at this over a VPN through a network. So I don't know how it looks for you guys, but hopefully it looks a lot better than it looks for me right now. So you can see the contours. We got this height more or less matching this height over here, and then it kind of comes down to this little dip in the valley here. So that's looking pretty good. Let's see what else we got. So this road, this main road comes out and goes over here. We're definitely gonna want some harbor stuff here. We're definitely gonna want a cargo terminal. I set up any ferries because these rivers aren't very navigable for that. I mean, I could widen them, but there's no point in doing that. You know, if there's demand for ferry service along the coast here, then just back out. You know, you could probably put some stops along here, but it really depends on how much I'm going to build this up. I haven't really thought about mass transit yet because, you know, we're still a little small city. We only got 1,700 people, so there's really no point. We'll worry about that when we come to it. Right now I'm just kind of planning out, seeing what's going on. Yeah, so that's basically where we're at right now. I have all the city services, you know, garbage collection, healthcare, death care, fire, police. We got more than enough education, maybe a little too much for elementary schools. Capacity of 2,500 when we only have 230 eligible citizens right now. But that'll change. Especially having them in place will be good for when we get rid of the low density and move up to high density residential. We've got our high schools spread out here, a bunch of libraries around. Libraries help with a lot of different things. And university. I got one university up here. It's kind of in a complex with a bunch of other education uses. Get the high school and elementary school, a couple libraries. This here is an elder care facility. Like I said, no mass transit to speak of right now. But as far as parks go, I definitely loaded up. You can see everybody has high entertainment value right now. It's always good to put parks because you want to keep your citizens nice and happy. So obviously, you know, it's a pretty small city, but let's take a look at traffic flow, see where we are right now. So we're at 82%. It's pretty good. I like to stay at least above 80. You know, of course, we got this hot spot right here where people are coming off the highway and going on this way. That's to be expected. You know, especially when we move up to high-density residential. This may have to change to a different type of interchange, but as of right now, that's pretty much good where it is. This one is a little bit different because I anticipated freight traffic going for our industries in the future. So I went with this high-flow interchange here. This is from the workshop. This is the experimental high flow exit. So basically every lane on the highway has their own lane to go into and come out from. So we got 4 lanes here. We got 2 going straight through, and then we got 1 going off this way. We got another one coming off this way, and then on the other side, same thing. We got 1 coming onto the highway, 1 coming onto the highway, and then of course the 2 lanes of through traffic for a total of 4 lanes. So I keep up that 4 lanes because we have this other interchange right here. There are plenty of nodes in between. You want to definitely make sure that you have nodes in between where your sims can change lanes, because if they don't have any nodes in between, they're not going to be able to change lanes, especially since we're forcing them into lanes, because we really do want these lanes to not get all bunched up here, so I force them to keep going for a little bit. So all throughout here, they can definitely change lanes and be in the right lane by the time they get over here. So they can either, just like on the other side, we got 2 lanes coming off, you know, one going this way, the other one coming around going up that way, and then 2 lanes going straight through. So that's pretty simple there. Now our residential demand is kind of high. So in the next episode, like I said, this is going to be a short stream here. I'm not going to really do much. I'm just kind of doing a little overview. What we're going to do is we're probably going to bring some residential out this way and try to fill out something over here as we work on our farming industry. That's what we're going to do first. We're going to do farms. So in the next episode, like I said, more residential. We're going to do farming over here. And then depending on how the episode goes, you know, if there's a demand for it, you know, maybe we'll get into the forestry. I am going to be changing up these trees. Speaking of trees, I see more trees poking through, so this is actually a good opportunity. These trees came with the map. They are vanilla trees, which, you know, aren't bad, but they're starting to show their age, so I like to get rid of them and use my dense forest brush. So we're just going to get rid of that. I'm not sure I want to put trees back in just yet, because, like I said, in the next episode, we're going to really tackle this area. So I really just want to get rid of this, and then once everything is, you know, there's a road pattern established, we start to know where things are, then I'll start popping some trees in. You know, it might be a dense brush, it might be the city trees like I used up here, but we'll just have to see as time goes on. So let's see. So that's, you know, that's basically where we're going. You know, there are other things to consider, like, you know, I have the airport's DLC, so eventually we're going to want to put a big giant airport somewhere. I'm going to have to plan for that, because that does take up a lot of space. I was thinking maybe something over here. There is actually this little area over here that actually already kind of looks like an airplane, to me anyway. So, you know, this might be a good place. Like I said, we got this rail line coming in over here, so we're going to definitely want that for cargo, but this could be a good place, you know, to drop rail passengers off, and then we can have further connections, you know, either by bus or, you know, depending on how built up we get, a metro, so we can get people from the airport, you know, over to where they need to be. Yeah, and if we put an airport here, we're definitely going to have to get a highway connection. I did have this highway connection here that I explained in the last episode. So this actually used to go up like this and connect more like this. I straightened this out and put this interchange here between these 2 highways. So this is a system interchange between the 2 highways. Right now this one doesn't go north. It might at some point, but right now it's just a simple trumpet just to get them on and off that highway, but we might have to bring something more down this way at some point to connect up to our airport. So I think that's pretty much a good overview of where we are right now, where I want to be, and I really hope that you enjoy this little introduction, and I hope you'll definitely join me for my scheduled live streams of Goose Bay in City Skylines every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I hope you follow, and I'll catch you later on the next one. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a good one.